keep the talk up, because a lot of people don't really want silence. And it's really hard, especially when other people are examining the game more, just not really wanting to talk. Just being in their own zone.
Yeah, and I think I think that's something that a lot of people that understand the game really well have struggled with in their first commentary. It's like they're so nervous they don't let themselves just follow the flow of the match.
Exactly.
All right, so we have Mijo versus. Wait, is this mid-set? Did we switch out mid-set?
I don't think this is mid-set.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, they just started.
Okay.
Have Mijo and Wobbles played before?
I'm pretty sure that they've played at least once, but I might be thinking of Mijo Bananas.
Yeah. I didn't know if they played at Dime. I know that they were pretty far into the bracket. Not sure what side though, because I remember Mijo being one of the peaches that either had to go against Bananas or Wobbles.
Okay. Yeah. I think there were two peaches that went up against Bananas and Wobbles, right?
Yeah, it was
like
Mouth
in a row.
and Mijo, I think. Yeah.
And LK didn't make it out of pools, which is pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so I think for Mijo's skill level, he's not necessarily the best against Ices. I feel like he understands how to play neutral because he has a really good turnip game. But I don't think his shield, once Icy's shield, I don't think he's as effective there as Mouth or Pit are, for example.
Yeah, going for just constant shield pressure. He does seem to be pretty patient though, just going out for a certain.
Because once Ices are in shield, you can kind of you're in a huge advantage, so you really have to press that. And I feel like Mijo doesn't quite go as aggressive when that happens.
Yeah, especially float canceled aerials, amazing on shield. Because I mean, one of the only plus moves on shield that you're going to see in this game, especially particular scenarios. The thing is that a lot of time, even if you're going to hit onto icy shields, the pushback really being a big problem for Peach, a lot of time not really going to get all of those constant conversions that you're going to see.
Yeah.
A really well-placed float cancel fair on shields going to push a lot of ices back, and you're not going to be able to really contest or complete pressure.
Yeah. I mean, but the win there is that you know that it's safe on shield, and you're able to gain stage, and usually it whittles down both their shields, and oftentimes Nana's shield ends up getting smaller, and so that's it's definitely kind of a free little freebie that you get, which doesn't happen much against Ices. So. And we did see Mijo closing out that stock, but he that was a great meteor cancel.
Yeah.
But we have been seeing Mijo not quite finishing out edge guards against the Sopo and against the Ice Climbers.
Yeah, and there are a lot of times, even Wobbles just throwing out smash attacks, just trying to anti-air the approaches coming out from Mijo. We're seeing a lot of float canceled fairs trying to get down, and the first stock actually losing to a forward smash that Wobbles threw out.
Yeah, and I think, Mijo needs to be getting between the Ices better, because he's gotten openings where Nana and Popo are flying at different distances, and at that point I think he should be trying to get between them so that if Wobble wants to contest, he can just float cancel Nair or float cancel bear him.
Yeah.
Because once you're in float, you can easily choose which direction you want to do it, and then immediately land and then jump again and then
and then work off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even if you are just going to go in, I mean, it's still going to be plus on shield just trying to get and separate them before.
Yeah.
It not working, you can just go and do it again.
Right.
It just really depends on the Ice Climber's awareness and their out of shield option.
Yeah. But, I mean, in Mijo's defense, Wobbles is quite the talented Ice.
Yes.
Like we saw there, he was on ledge and then instantly was landed and turned the situation around. And he had Mijo, not really in a edge guard situation, because it's hard to set a true edge guard situation as Sopo against Peach. But he had center stage again, just in the blink of an eye. The time it took Mijo to land with an aerial and float back, Wobbles was behind him.
Yeah, and a lot of time it's just going to have to work off punishes and what you're going to do with that placement. And it's been quite lackluster what we're seeing from Mijo.
Yeah.
Wobble's doing very well, just working off of wave dash back, trying to get in position, just trying to punish the certain placements that Mijo is putting himself in, trying to bait out and trying to separate these ice climbers.
He's also he's also making it really hard even when he's Sopo for Mijo. Because, you know, like certain Ices, I feel like once they lose their second Ice Climber, they don't really have a game plan for that half of the match. But you know, you're gonna be dealing with that a lot as an Ice Climbers, and I think Wobbles is so comfortable when he's Sopo.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't look disadvantaged at all. He knows exactly what's happening. He's ready. He's like collected, and he is really making Mijo work to take that second half to stop.
Yeah, he had that famous stream where he was talking about that metaphor between if you lose your Nana and you can't Sopo, then what's the point of playing Ice Climbers? Because you need to have that skill as both characters,
right,
or working as both single-handedly.
Yeah. And there, so Mijo is able to get between the Ices, and so he's able to close out the edge guard pretty easily because Wobbles doesn't want to commit too hard to trying to interrupt him, or else he's going to get hit, and then Mijo will be able to edge guard Nana anyways. Overfloats back. I don't think he meant to float that far back.
Yeah.
I think that was just a like missed input kind of thing.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to float, just like you said, slightly back just to get that stronger hit from fair, just to make sure that he complete the edge guard, because he was in position, but small flubs like that just not going to go, especially with top players like Wobbles.
Yeah.
Ooh. Going for a spot dodge, even though he had center stage, I think he was expecting wave dash forward into down smash.
Yeah.
But
And like we said, I mean, Wobbles making Mijo work for it, even after losing Nana at like 40% or something.
Yeah.
You know, he took the stock first, so it definitely feels like Wobbles is still in control when he has just the Sopo left.
And Wobbles just going out there, just trying to call out the initial float if Mijo's trying to recover, because he's always hitting him with these low knockback moves and then going in with the fair. Probably just trying to get the meteor that comes out with Sopo.
Yeah. Definitely, those are definitely like super confident fairs. Because if you miss it and then Peach is able to punish you off of it, you're like so dead.
Yeah.
Because you know, usually you have to like use your double jump to get out there, and definitely you have to know that you're going to be able to land it.
And that's something that we definitely don't see from other Ice Climbers players in the DFW area.
Yeah.
Like in Bananas, he plays a lot more patient. Yeah. I think a lot of the time you just shouldn't expect a wobble from Wobbles himself,
right,
unless he's in a really dire situation where he needs to get it to like an even stock situation or close out the game.
Yeah. I think sometimes Wobbles uses it as like a, you know, like a spray bottle where it's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like the one time Mojo just like ended up in his arms before the go screen even came off screen.
Oh.
Like he wobbled there because he's like, don't do that.
Yeah, don't be dumb. I expect better from you.
It's a little bit of conditioning, right? Yeah. He's like, you can't do that against me.
But I think the way that Wobbles uses it, even off of grabs, he will wobble you for like a solid like second, where he'll beat you down for like the first 3 or 4 hits, and then he'll do the desync.
Yeah,
just to make you like
setup.
mash,
right,
and make you feel like, oh hey, I need to like get out of this. Yeah, exactly.
I think it's also kind of like a reminder that he could at any point, right? And so that sort of like solidifies the fear that people have of Icy's grab. Because if people under-respect your grab, then it becomes less useful. So Wobbles sprinkles it in every once in a while.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, I expected so. All right. Well, that was great commentary, Seth.
Yeah,
Thank you so
that
much
was fun. Yeah.
I've come back.
Yeah, how's your match?
So I